Hey everyone, it's Dabacabb here, and I am back with another weekly brawl. This week we have Justice Reigns from Above, or more accurately, Pharmercy, Pharah plus Mercy combo. To sum up what you're about to see, you can expect a lot of aerial combat, some impressive air shots, though it's a very hectic, chaotic brawl, probably the most chaotic one I've seen so far, just because it's so hard to track where everyone is and just be aware of your surroundings. There's just so much crap going on. I first recorded some Mercy footage. I was thinking that most people were going to be experiencing Pharah, and I decided, I was thinking I was going to be a bro and help out my team and play the support role, but oh my god, the footage was so boring. I could not bring myself to post it. Basically, as Mercy, all you do is dodge, and there's nothing else to do really. You just put your heal beam on someone and then you shift for like 6 minutes straight. So not really my cup of tea, which is a little bit strange. I thought I would enjoy it more because I like Mercy. I enjoy playing Mercy during normal games. Excuse me, but in this, I don't know, it just didn't really particularly do it for me. Though I will say that if you play Mercy, a tip I learned is that you absolutely need to avoid the space key, because when you hover, you're just an easier target. So in my experience, you're better off like shifting to a Pharah high in the sky, falling at a high speed to make it harder for them to hit you, and then shifting again. It's sort of like a constant jump rope up and down. But okay, that's enough about Mercy. Let's go to this Pharah game, and I'm dying a bit at the beginning, but I sort of find my stride. I don't play a whole lot of Pharah. I play her every now and then when the team comp demands it, so I'm not super good with Pharah, but it took me a while to sort of figure out what to do, what not to do, get into the groove of things, and then my gameplay started picking up a little bit. So if you're going to play this, one thing I will say is you absolutely need to pick your shots. You can't just hold down the mouse button or be like click, 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 because you will never hit anything. You need to look at your opponent, try and specifically figure out, I mean, this is kind of like launching into the distance, so that's a little bit spammy. But you need to find your target, trace their trajectory, and then try and specifically hit them with a rocket. That's my serious recommendation. I would not recommend raining Justice from Above. I'm a little bit slow to react to it now, but my theory coming into this, and sort of confirmed during the Mercy match before this, was that pressing Q just makes you a sitting duck. You can't reliably kill people with it, and they can very reliably kill you. So pressing Q is almost a liability unless you think that you are safely away from everyone else. So it may be like 2 or 3 on like the second or third Justice raining from above on the enemy team. I finally sort of get into the groove of things and start targeting them more aggressively. So the majority of the match will be focusing on getting body shots in the air. You need to obviously focus the Mercy first, which is what you see me trying to do, because even if you're damage boosted, it's going to take 2 body shots to kill a Pharah, or a Mercy for that matter. So if you hit a Mercy, or if you hit either character and you don't immediately follow up with another one in the next like 5 seconds, then the Mercy's just going to heal them up and it's not even going to matter. So I would not recommend. Oh, got a nice 7-player kill streak, not too bad, and gold medals at the moment. So I'm doing pretty solid. So just try and focus the Mercies. That's a bit obvious. In my experience, the popular team comp is 4 Pharahs and 2 Mercies. I think that's probably about right, because 3 Mercies is kind of overkill. You just don't have enough damage going out. You just need as many chances as possible. See, here's me queuing almost directly on the Mercy. I did not kill the Mercy and got killed. So Q is a liability for the most part. But God, it's like 5 minutes of this. It's 5 minutes of it's the exact same thing. This Mercy's dumb. I think she went in there for a health pack or something. It's not wise. I did not kill her, unfortunately. But do not do that. Also, don't go near the wall like she did right there, because That just gives you a chance for some Pharah to hit you with splash damage, which you want to avoid, obviously. And if a Mercy goes inside, I chase her down. So that's a super easy kill. Or Pharah for that matter. One nice thing about playing this game mode is that it's actually really great Pharah practice, because this is just all you're doing. Normally, I would say, I got a teammate saying this is not very fun. Yeah, I would tend to agree. It's a decent game mode. I like it more than the soldier one. We're all soldiers now, but it's not my favorite brawl, not by a long shot. There's just no depth or strategy or reactivity to it. It's just hit shift, try and get air shots, hit shift, try and hit air shots, and that's just all you do the whole match with no variation whatsoever. But anyways, as I was saying, I feel like in general you're better off practicing in an actual quick play or competitive match than in a brawl. But in this instance, I actually feel like you're better off focusing on, you know, playing Pharah. If you're trying to get better with Pharah, if you're trying to get better at body shots and aerial Pharah versus Pharah combat, then in that case, I think this is actually the better game mode, because it really sort of puts your aim to the test and requires you to shoot in ways that I'm actually not really very accustomed to shooting. So it's good trigger control practice, it's good timing practice, it's good practice for reading enemy movements to try and predict what they're going to do. So I could see this being actually useful, not from like a fun, I'm going to play a goofy brawl perspective, but from a, I want to get better at this game and I want to be better at Pharah, so I'm going to play this game mode. And geez, I gotta talk for another 3 minutes about the exact same thing that you've been seeing for the past 5 minutes. So that's just what I mean. It's just there's no change, there's no variation. It's just shooting rockets, man. Shooting rockets at other rockets. These Pharahs we're playing against are not super good. I'm very rarely feeling pressured. I'm killing a lot of people. I'm doing quite well. I just in general think that our team is stronger than their team. Gosh, I think the main problem is their Mercies. Their Mercies are not very good at knowing how to dodge. They all keep holding space, which just makes them easy targets. Like you'll notice when after I kill a Mercy, which doesn't take that long. See how long it takes to kill this Mercy. Of course, watch this take like 5 minutes to kill this Mercy. After you kill a Mercy, you switch to the Pharah, and in general, it's much faster to kill the Mercy just because they're easier targets. I don't know what she's doing way back here in the back. She should be closer to her team. But yeah, she's going close to the wall. That's a mistake, even though I got a direct body shot anyways. But the reason why the Pharahs are so hard to hit is that, see, that's a mistake, man. That's a mistake. Is that the Pharahs are constantly moving up and down and left and right, and the Mercies, in contrast, are moving left and right, but they're not always moving up and down. A lot of times they just sort of hover, and that's a fairly easy target to hit. I think I ult, yeah, I ult here because I felt like I was removed enough from the enemy team that I could get it off without dying. Also, because things are so chaotic, you often lose track of enemy Pharahs. So in that case, I felt like it was probably the safe thing to do it down there, because they can't track my tracer fire, because they're not typically going to be looking at the ground. They're going to be looking at the sky and at the walls and all over the place. So I thought I'd be able to get it off without them noticing where I was in time. And actually it turned out that they were mostly dead, so it did not matter. So I have no idea if I am right or wrong about that strategy. So I was engaging them out there in the open area, but concluded that was pointless because they could just fly past me without me hitting them and get to the point, and I would rather them not backdoor. So I moved back to the back and continue to try and kill these Mercies. I think they have 3 Mercies right now, which might be another problem. I don't think 3 Mercies is the ideal comp at all. I don't know what she's doing on the ground. I almost killed her there. So in some ways I almost feel like you get away with like 1 Mercy, just because even though you lose out on a lot of healing, the fact that you have, you know, another rocket person going around and killing people might actually compensate for the lost Mercy. Assuming you have a Mercy, he knows not to hover like that Mercy didn't. So these guys are not doing well. They are quickly running out of time, and they haven't had a single of the third capture points. So I guess that's it. I don't really remember how long this overtime lasts, but yeah, it's the Pharmercy map. It's okay. It's good rocket practice. Is it a good game mode? Maybe. Maybe not. If you're into aerial combat, then sure. If you like Overwatch gameplay, then play Overwatch gameplay, because you'll get more value out of that.